one time we were on live and that didn't work out so well because we thought we were able to hear ourselves, or people
Right.
were able to hear us, but when it didn't work out. Anyway,
Yeah.
she's here now, and now she can
Yay.
fill us in on what's going on with her day.
So my day has been very, very
What's going on? Can you hear
interesting.
us? It's lagging.
I'm gonna go outside. I
The
don't know.
Wi-Fi or something.
Let me see if I can do a refresh.
And
Gosh.
I was thinking, she's sitting there, she's ready, she's got her stuff all organized.
I have been waiting all week for this. All weekend. This is what my thought was our conversation that we're having. But right now we're putting in a stair lift for our father. And long story short is yeah, they're doing a great job. However, the plan has changed.
You're breaking up for some.
um, I'm
You're
breaking
breaking
up.
up for some reason.
I wonder if I can actually go out and come back
Yeah,
in.
and I can
You
hear
think
like,
that would help?
no, don't go on, come back in. Like just because you're in the same spot of the house that you're usually in when we do the podcast, right?
Well, let me go back to the little area. I usually go to the
I
dining
think.
room table.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
It seemed like every so often everything's going smooth, and the next thing you know, we have a week where we're like, I can't hear you, I can't hear you.
Say what? What?
Say something. Testing.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? No?
I can hear you, but your face is not moving. Like the screen is stuck.
Hmm.
Is there anybody else watching? If you can, if anybody pops in, give us a one. Tell me if you can hear me. Tell me if you can hear her. One, if you can hear me. Two, if you can hear us both. How about that? That's what we would appreciate. Okay, you're moving now. There you go. You had a busy day already.
Definitely. Can you hear me now? Health was.
Now in and out, but I can hear you right now. I see you right now. You're moving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I just did like 20 minutes waiting. My sister had an appointment and she forgot. And so you can also go back and catch that 20 minutes of me rambling on, and waiting, and trying to like, what do you do when somebody's preaching or whatever, or there's a wedding going on and they try and prolong it, like they sing that song again, right? Right. So I was like trying to keep that ball rolling there.
Stalling.
I also was saying that you and I started a challenge yesterday, and this is my kiwi that I have not eaten yet, but I've also already eaten a peach and a pear, and I still have my apple to eat. So I was talking about that challenge in the 20 minutes 20 minutes ago.
Okay.
Or
So I
about
had an
15 minutes
apple.
ago, 20 minutes. Can you hear me now?
Yep. So I had an
So what'd
apple.
you eat today already?
An apple.
An apple?
And clementine. I've had water, of course, and I actually had my lunch at brunch. So I had like a
By Goya. I know. Yeah. Now that I said the name, I just remembered the situation. That's somebody that's
that's the other situation.
ran for
No,
the
you know.
that's some, um
Yes.
anywho, these are my husband doesn't really like these ones because it has the pulp in it.
Yeah.
But I like I'm like, why am I gonna have coconut water without the pulp? Like that would just defeat the whole purpose. Um so anyway, so now that we can hear you, you were saying that you're putting in a steer. What
Chairlift.
is it called? A chairlift for
Chair.
that pop. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So it looks great. I mean, it's a good sturdy one, and the guys are right behind me, and they're actually sticking it, put it in there. They're getting it done. But all I can say is now that I said, that Pop is not walking like he did before. Definitely needing a lot of assistance. I have a big concern with him starting at the top stair as opposed to a wraparound, like closer to his bedroom, which is like just near the wraparound. I don't want him to start sitting on the chair right at the top because he's a fall risk, and I cannot. We've already had way too many surgeries this year for him, so we want to keep him as safe as possible. And I think for safety reasons, I'm hoping that the entities that are help financing this lift will approve the change, because it has to be safety first, or we're just doing all this in vain, jeopardizing him.
And
So
so what was the change? And what you said the change was that you wanted?
so it the lift starts at the very top of the stairs, as opposed to wrapping around the stair up top. How there's a little rail. There's a rail that it should wrap around too. And where the guest room and his room is. It needs to be right there, on that rail, so he can sit down without being so close to the stairs already. You know?
Uh, okay, I'm trying to understand. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
So
more of a visual person, but you'll be able to tell you more about it later. But
yeah.
and then you said you
Uh,
also had a virtual appointment for yourself today, also in the midst of
so
all that.
absolutely. So I knew that the guys were coming today. I knew there were people coming out, and they're doing a great job. It's one-on-one mobility, actually. Um, I knew they were coming, and they got here before I did because I had to drop off my grandson to his camp and all that good stuff. And but that worked out fine. I knew all last week, and I knew all weekend that I had our Tuesday, which I look forward to every Tuesday, and I also had a doctor's appointment, which is at 10 o'clock. But the good thing about the appointment was it was virtual, so I've known this whole entire time for a long time that I had these appointments, and I got totally distracted and enthralled in what we have going on here that I totally forgot about everything. It's like everything.
Hello, hello to the PTS and understand. I hope everything goes well. Thank you, daughter of the Most
Thank
High.
you. Yes,
So,
yes, indeed.
so what I want to say is, if you have an appointment, let me know because I talked to you 3 times yesterday. Like, let me know that you have appointments so that I can remember to remind you because you know, just like my husband before he left today, I had this one thing. Matter of fact, it's a you get this sheet from the military. I'll say it like
Hmm.
that. So, and they want you to go get your blood work done.
Yeah,
So back in the day, you could just walk in early in the morning and get it done before 10 o'clock in the morning.
still
So now
can.
they want you to call. So now they want you to call and make an appointment before you go in. I'm like,
Seriously?
so I said to my husband, I said, when you get to work and you get a moment, just send me a text to remind me to call these people to make myself an appointment. He said,
Yeah.
but you're really good at taking notes. You just write yourself a note. I've been writing myself a note.
Yeah.
I've had this paper since last week, and it
Yeah.
expires in 2 weeks. They give you 2 weeks to do that. So I'm like, honey, I'm really good with calendars. I'm really good with notes. I'm really good with all those things,
Yeah.
flashing lights. But if there would be something about you calling me or jarring my, like, okay, do this thing. Anyhow, anywho, the hoot.
Anyway, can you hear it?
So what
It
we're gonna
sounds
talk
like
about today?
construction.
And I'm thinking you had a nice calm day. She's gonna come on late by 3 minutes, waiting for her, and I'm like, I just knew it. And I'm like, do 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 do.
So by the time you call me, I'm thinking it is 12:24. Why you call me? I think I might have to have you. You are like my best secretary. I want to say that you were hired. You will never be fired. But I think I might need that phone call like 10 minutes prior, like a 10-minute check. You know.
Well, I know now, but then I don't want to be that person that's always like. As a matter of fact, I sent you an email saying, "Are you ready?" I did,
Did you get a reply?
and then I kept checking the email. Obviously not. Obviously, but I was already engaged in it. And by this time, it was already 1 o'clock. I sent you the
Yeah.
text, and then I'm like, wait, but then I can't get off the live to call you because I only
Yeah.
have one phone.
Uh-huh.
So, next
Well,
time, next
yeah.
hey, how long have we been doing this now? We've been doing this for it's been a few months now.
5 weeks in?
So we're getting it down.
6 weeks? Yeah, something like that.
Girl, we're probably since before April when I
Dang,
was there with you.
my time flies.
So April, May, June, July, 3 months.
Wow.
April, May, June, July, and it's probably before April. It's probably more like March, but we'll just count
So
April.
did you see me turn around a little while ago?
But so anyways, what we were talking about.
So did you see me turn around a
Say
little
again?
while ago? Did you see me turn around to the
Did I
did you see
turn?
me turn around a second ago? I was turning around because
Oh
we
yeah.
have a family name tag in the back, attached to the on wire back there. And I was like, oh Lord, is it on there? Is it up? Anyway, it's just me and my paranoia. Don't mind me.
No, I can't see it.
Okay, yeah,
I can't see it. But what we were supposed to talk about today was gardening,
yeah,
your
yeah.
microphone, but you probably didn't get a chance to. It's probably there, but it's not plugged in, right? Actually, I hear you a whole lot better than I did last week. I'm not sure. Testing, testing one. And then you were supposed to bring down the unbrushed thing, and we were going to talk about adult care again because, man, you've been having a time with our father with trying to get good care. And we won't name any facilities or whatever, but it's a frustrating thing when you it's hard enough as it is to put your parent
Yeah.
into a place
Mm-hmm.
with confidence and a knowing, and then you come to visit them and
Definitely one that we should not take lightly. You know. So I'm just looking forward to just getting things on an even keel, everything calming down, getting popped in, and just getting it going, because I know I'm sure we always would rather just be home as opposed to anywhere else anyway. It does make me nervous that it's really with all the things going on in the world, we know that being a persons of color, that it's not that easy always for us in many areas of life, right? But definitely, I think that if you have a choice, home health care is actually the way to go. My husband actually showed me a video um, on TikTok, actually, where this gentleman was saying that the government will actually pay you a portion to care for your loved ones, as far as like a salary. And
yeah,
I that's
you said that to me. I saw that.
yeah,
Hopefully it's valid. I saw that.
hopefully it is. So I actually wrote it down, and I'm looking forward to looking at looking into it and see if it's actually a thing, because it's actually, the longer you can keep your loved one at home, the better. I can see if your loved one has Alzheimer's, that's a lot. You know, there are other illnesses also that are a lot, and I'm just I promise you, I'm not like, this is what's going on here is definitely a big transition, but the fact that I actually have support in this transition makes a difference. So I'm grateful for that. And I just want to make sure that,
Mm-hmm.
let's give our father a quality of
Yep.
life that I still have quality of life as well, you know? So, because life goes on for
Yeah.
everyone. Yep. So,
And it's hard enough as it is for him being so independent. Both of our parents were very,
mhm,
very independent. And then to come to a certain point in your life where you have to depend on everybody for everything, even a glass of water, even going to the restroom, even for a shower.
mhm,
So yeah,
yeah. Yeah.
absolutely. That's the microphone. Yep.
Yeah. So charge it to my mind and not my heart, because, I intended on,
Absolutely.
like, everything goes out the window sometimes, and that's my day today.
Yeah.
Oh, so I know I wanted to tell you what talk about also was, I had how we call everything DMV, on the East Coast, everything is DMV. Well, here we have assessor's office and tax assessor's offices to do a lot of things you do at the DMV, right?
Right.
We'll get to the garden, I promise, because I have not. That's another thing. I have not watered my garden in some days, and it's hot here, so I just had some things go. But back to the assessor's office. So I have there's two cars. There's the Mazda and then the newer car, right? And I have not seen my DAV plate on the vehicle that I drive on a regular basis. So it got to the point where I've already had three cars since that plate. So yesterday I was determined I need the plates off of that car. I need the plates off of the new car so I can go to the assessor's office to change it to the DV plates on the new car, and the old car get the plates from the new car, which works out amazing because I had no idea that you can do that. Did you?
No.
So yes, you can. It's a matter of just showing your ID and going forward. Can I just tell you that this is like day two of like get it together, girlfriend? Because I got there the weekend. I took out my ID, my license for I don't know, a walk or whatever. I want to make sure I had it with me so if something happens, I'm there. Um, I forgot to put it back in my purse. So I got to the DMV after dropping off the information I needed. And I'm sitting there waiting with my ticket, waiting for them to call my name. And now I'm thinking, checking your pocketbook. And I realized you don't have your ID. And at this point, I cannot, I cannot like just leave. I'm hoping and praying. I'm like, Lord, please be with me. I don't have exactly what I need. 2 days in a row, like I say. And so I'm sitting there and I'm like, what can I do, Lord? What can I do? I pulled out my license on my phone. So when she asked for the ID, I sat there the whole entire time. Right? Now she could have sent me away anytime. I didn't want to ask because that's like admitting fault, right? So I pulled out my license on my phone. Thank God you always keep a copy of what you need. You know, it helps out, right? And I
I
opened
didn't
up
do
this.
that today. Yeah. As far as taking a photocopy, back, front and back, right? Okay.
And so I also just in case I couldn't find it on my phone, I called my daughter and said, "Hey, look, I need you to go in my room. On the nightstand, there is my ID. I need to take a picture of it, send it to me. Send it to me. I knew I had it. I didn't want to be an overlap between me trying to find it on my phone and then them calling my name and then not having it. So she sent it, but I was gonna
Right.
tell her, never mind, I found it. And lo and behold, can I just tell you that God is great because they allowed me to do what I needed to do, without the proper credentials. I'm thinking, out of all the days, but it worked out. So I got home in time for my daughter to go to work and my grandson to go to camp. Well, he was late, but that's okay. The daughter was on time for work. Got to make that paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you're legal. Your car is legal or whatever, right?
So I was always legal. It's just now I'm DV legal. Yeah, because the DV plate was on the car that I don't drive. It's like, why am I gonna leave it on a car I don't drive when I'm driving this one? So yeah, but so
Yep.
so tell me
Well,
how's your garden going?
well, it's rain. It's been raining here, so even though I love to go outside and um I love to water my garden. The last couple of days, even when it said it wasn't going to rain, it rained.
Mm.
So it's growing. Everything's growing, and the landscaper came. I think I told you the situation where our lawnmower broke. The landscaper came and cut the grass. So now I'm allowed to go. Now I feel comfortable walking in the front yard. It's still my yard. I was getting embarrassed there in the corner. um. So yeah, I'm just waiting for stuff. The tomatoes, everything's starting to get little flowers, little buds, so they can get some little flower tomatoes going. And
Okay.
I think the only thing I don't have is I don't have a cucumber plant. I'm not sure how that happened.
I do, and it's funny because I keep saying, "Well, let's add another day. Let's add another day." I say if I don't get it right on it, oh, I say if I don't get it right on a Tuesday, let's try it on a Thursday.
Let's just keep it on Tuesday for right now. Let's just keep it on Tuesday for right now, because both of us would be like, "What?"
Mhm.
All right. So I love you, but thank you for everybody who came on. We're gonna say, how do we close out? We say, peace, peace, oh peace,
Love.
love,
Mhm.
and blessings.
Mhm.
Thank you. I appreciate all you guys who have hopped in and hopped out, and I understand, daughter of the Most High, that you're buffering. So pass this on to somebody, share it, and leave a message in the comment where you're coming from. All right, love you guys. Deuces.
Ciao.